So my name is Zitlali. I'm from Chicago. Was born in Mexico but grew up in the States, and I'm 29 years old. And the reason why I chose to do the retreat and chose to participate in Ayahuasca ceremony was because I, for a long time, was doing my own healing work, just traditional ways, as far as like going to therapists and at some point in my life taking prescription medication for depression and anxiety. I also suffered as a young child of obsessive compulsive disorder and a lot of issues that stem from childhood trauma, specifically sexual abuse by my stepfather and by other men and women. And so I came to this space to find support from other women and from Abuela Ayahuasca to find myself and heal myself so I can be the kind of person I was meant to be. So I think that the biggest thing that came for me in the healing was the importance of self-love and about needing to continue in self-care to keep fostering that self-love. So I think I came in with a lot of things that I wanted to change and things that I thought that the ceremony would only be successful if this or that. But through the ceremony, I was able to really let go and let go of control. Sometimes when you're dealing with a lot of things in your life, especially someone with obsessive compulsive disorder, it's about being able to control things because the bigger things you're not able to control. And so being able to let go and trust that Abuela Ayahuasca had my best intentions in the end let me let go and really figure out that all the negative energy that was coming out of me was a separate entity that wasn't myself, and that the only way it was going to get squashed and the only way that I was going to be able to let go of it and move on and transform it into light and love was if I really loved myself. And so I think that was the biggest thing. If there was lessons learned, number one on the list would be like self-care and self-love is everything. And that once you can continue harnessing that and building a practice that supports you as an individual, that you're unstoppable, whether it be in the ceremony when things seem really scary and unmanageable. Once you kind of tap into that light and love within yourself, that it doesn't matter if it's an external or an internal dilemma, that you'll be able to conquer it. So I think that was like the biggest thing. Yeah, I mean, as far as the sexual abuse, I think that it's going to be something that I continue working on past this. I think that the healing is going to really continue once I'm able to be in an intimate setting with my partner and exploring my own sexuality that comes from me and not what was done to me. In the ceremony, there was definitely images that would come up. And so a lot of it is me needing to continue to purge out the energies that are in me because of what happened, and like eradicating my body and my soul of like those people. And so that's also what I'm going to continue working on, is not letting those images cloud my mind space. One of the things that I wanted to work on coming here was my ability to be intimate with people, regardless of sex. That even in a family setting, even with my siblings or with my mom, I never truly let go. I never know how to feel intimate with someone because there's the possibility that they're going to hurt me in some way. And so being able to be in a space with women in the ceremony and just like the everyday life outside of the ceremony and having conversations with them and laughing with them and crying with them was a beautiful experience, and I'm really grateful. So after the second ceremony, we were given the time to reflect with each other of how things were progressing and where we were at. And after the first and second ceremony, I really felt the sense of depression in the morning, and I tried not to show it around the other women because I just was embarrassed. But I was able to share that I felt that there was this, in the second ceremony, I saw this black entity, this black fog in a vision. I was far away enough where I was safe, but close enough to feel its energy and how scary it was. And so in the sharing circle, I shared with the women that I was scared that this black fog, this black energy was going to kill me. And I've attempted to commit suicide on multiple occasions, and I was hospitalized for it. And so I think that that fear came from thinking that it was going to get so bad and that it was never going to get better, where it was actually going to kill me. And so going into the third ceremony, I drew a vision that I saw in my second ceremony of this little warrior woman princess who was guarding the light from the energy. And so I wrote a little bio about her, about who she was and what made her so amazing. And I took that in with me on my third ceremony, with the energy of my family and with my partner and all the people that were rooting for me. And we went into battle, and that's what it felt like. I told Abuela Ayahuasca that I was ready, and that and I was carrying the energy of the little warrior princess that I drew. The third ceremony was the harshest ceremony of all 5. I truly felt like I lost myself for a little while there, but through guidance of Carolina Naomi, I was able to rely on my own strengths to get me through it, and I conquered the energy, at least for that moment, at least for that ceremony, and it gave me the strength to continue throughout the other ceremonies. So that was great. So from the beginning, when I first saw the website and I first saw all the information about the Tree of Lights retreat, just like any other person, Googling things and checking out websites, you're skeptical. But what really got me was when I filled out the information and I talked to Carolina on the phone, and she asked me questions about who I was as a person and why I wanted to be a part of this retreat. Then I understood that it was less about my money. It was less about filling up slots. It was about getting to know the person and figuring out if they were right for the space. And I really appreciated that because I knew that everyone else went through the same process, and so that was comforting. And the communication was great on my way here because it was a country I'd never been before. I never traveled on my own, and you could just feel the support either through email or on the phone, and that was really comforting. And getting here, being a part of this beautiful environment, not only the people, but the energy of the valley, and the energy of the Maestra Manuela. Knowing Spanish was helpful because I could talk to her and connect with her a little bit. And overall, the experience was amazing. Like I said, from the people to the environment. And I really enjoyed all the laughter and jokes that happened throughout the whole time we were here. In the time that I did the ceremonies and the time that I've been here, even on the plane here, and I know I'm going to do it on the way back, I've been journaling a lot in my notebook. I've been drawing, I've been writing. And I think that, like I said before, the biggest thing that I'm going to take away is self-love and continuing to practice self-care so that I can nurture that love. And I've learned to love here, myself and others, in a way that doesn't hurt, which was so far pretty much the biggest accomplishment, I think.